crazy times?
I think people need to take the existence, and if not existence, to some people, the possible existence of extraterrestrials more serious. And I think that if we do that, then we will realize that only something not naturally connected to this planet and not naturally connected to the life forms on this planet would do such a thing. It's just as simple as that. You know, our parents always told us nobody's going to care about you the way you're going to care about you. Let's take the word you and apply it to what we would like to call the planet Earth or the human family. Only a person not from this planet will want to destroy all life on this planet. Only a person not, or only something.
Well, this is incredible. I don't know if you were listening to the first hour. That was my theme for the entire first hour today. And you know, you have a lot of ancient Egyptian symbolism with behind you and the name Young Pharaoh. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, you look at ancient Egypt, we're lied to about that history. We're lied to about the pyramids. We don't even look at some of the hieroglyphs that would indicate whether it's fiction or nonfiction that they simulated extraterrestrials and spaceships. But yeah, I mean, this is just a logical thing to me. What kind of an entity, because it's not human, would want to end Earth, but then claim they're saving Earth as they're ending Earth?
Right, exactly. And actually, I missed it, but that is beautiful that you were on that, because it shows.
No, literally, that's incredible. That's like total symbiosis here.
Yes, yes, yes. And I think people need to take that more serious. You know, I think we've allowed the mainstream media to make that seem like a jokeful topic or like a, you know, a topic we shouldn't take serious. But if people actually think about it, think about the intelligence that it takes to map out the electromagnetic pathways of the latitude and longitude lines, use that to actually interconnect people's biofields, track people's movement, track people's biometric data, and then integrate that with the artificial information system, such as the public school system, genetically modified foods, animals are some animals are genetically engineered, trees, you know, I hope people don't think the trees on the sidewalk are real trees. Those are genetically engineered trees too. Chemtrails, you know, just a complete alteration of the earth. And I think people need to actually realize that we live in a habitat that is artificially generated, just like the pets in your house. So we go to the zoo and we see the animals in the zoo, and we don't realize that when we leave the zoo, we're going back to our own cage. And people need to realize that what you're eating and what you're seeing and what you're experiencing is no less controlled than the same, is a no less controlled experience than what the animals in the zoo are experiencing. We're not eating real food. They're not eating real food. We're not living in our natural habitat. They're not living in their natural habitat. We're not drinking clean water. They're not drinking clean water. We're not breathing clean oxygen. They're not breathing clean oxygen. We're being told what to do for a living, or we're punished. And if we do tap into our natural instinct to defend ourselves, we're put down. Same thing with animals. So if you honestly compare the 24-hour day cycle of the average human to a lion in the zoo, there honestly is no difference. The only difference is the human has the potential to develop the awareness to wake up and step out of the cycle. The lion may or may not be able to do that without our help.
But see, but the difference there, though, is the lion, you can see the lion go to the edge of the cage and get stopped. The human doesn't realize they get to the edge of the cage until they get to the edge of the cage, getting censored off the internet, getting canceled by CPAC, you know, having the government come after you, whatever the case may be. You know, that's when you get to the edge of the cage. That's when it's like, whoa, here's the edge. Here's what I'm not allowed to do. And that's when people can make the choice to either press on and question the cage or go slink back into the cage, into their comfort zone. But, you know, you've actually talked about this in the past, and you're talking about clean water now, the pineal gland. I mean, our pineal gland is totally calcified. It's from the fluoride in the water. It's from the chemicals in the air. And so, but it's just like another, so how do you, I mean, how does Young Pharaoh escape from this? How do you promote to your audience how to escape from this and try to remain human? Because I'm all about, because see, that's the crazy thing about that is that used to be what InfoWars would talk about most of the time, but our audience is so big now and they want the political news. And so it's like, I kind of have to stay on like level 3 to kind of reach the audience and to get people to understand, oh, here's level 3, so that if you get to level 4, 5, 6, 7, and beyond, you actually have got the level 3 information to kind of go to where you're talking about. The whole earth is under a synthetic attack.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty straight to the point. I don't really sugarcoat the SHIT. I'm very aware of, underground facilities and things like that. I'm aware of, deals that the government has made with extraterrestrials. If you know anything about Philip Schneider, Arizona Wilder, or, just any whistleblower, unless people been living under a rock, their whole life, you should have seen some of these things. Stephen Greer in 2001 did the Disclosure Project, which was the world's biggest disclosure event on extraterrestrials that got no media coverage. So, I could literally go down the list of people who are with actual credentials who have blew this up. So, here's what it comes down to. Some, and this is from my personal experience, right? Let me use my life as a personal example. I was in prison before, which I have no problem admitting. Yes, it was for a crime that I did not commit. Probably most black people are in jail for crime they did not commit. But I'm gonna give y'all my story. When you in prison, right, is two people on a unit. Both of them is the people that everybody's scared of. One is the person who do good by everybody. The other one is the person who do evil by everybody. So basically, you got God and the devil. Depending upon which one of them likes you and which one of them dislikes you is going to determine your prison experience if you a weaker man. So let me give y'all the hierarchy, and then I'm going to apply this to life. You have the weakest person, you have the weaker person, you have the weak person. Now you have 3 categories of weakness. Then you got strength. Strength only got 2 categories, strong and stronger. And whoever's stronger is always going to be the strongest. Now you take that and you apply that to good and evil. There is somebody on this planet that is very good and that is very strong. There is somebody on this planet that is very evil and that is very strong. So we need to move all of the pawns out of the way. We need to move all of the government out of the way and say, what is on this planet that is the most strongest evil entity, and we need to kill it? Straight up. Let's just get all the games out the way. Who is causing all the depression? If you believe in the devil, we need to find, and I'm gonna say this about the Satanists, right? Satanists worship Satan. Now, whether we believe Satan is real, whether we believe Satan is an extraterrestrial, we can debate that later. Let's just say Satan. Satan, by his own origin story, is on the planet Earth causing hell. Long story short. So what we need to do is we need to label all of the Satanists terrorists, because you are worshiping the entity that you even acknowledge is here to cause chaos. So we need to first round up all of the Satanists, round up all of the Luciferians, and tell them, show us your leader. And if you do not have a leader, then that means it was you. And if you do have a leader, then we need to kill your leader. Period. We need to find who is the evilest person on the planet. I don't care if he black, I don't care if he white, I don't care if he an alien. Who is the evilest person on the planet? Let's kill him. Period.